Hello and welcome to another episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Okwogo. The National Youth Service Corps is arguably the biggest youth mobilization and empowerment agency globally and is one of the enduring social institutions for the promotion of national unity and development. On today's episode, we highlight the Community Development Service project of ex-corps member Lukhom Nendi Solomon, who created a library within the hospital he served, and ex-corps member Clement Godson, who constructed an ICT center for his host community, both in Enugu State. This episode doesn't end there. We would see the beautiful love story of ex-corps member Solomon Moses and his beautiful wife, ex-corps member Nneka Moses, who met during their service year back in 2010 in Nasarawa State, and today run a thriving restaurant in the state. And finally, we showcase the creative design skills of Kelvin Zubeiru, a fashion designer who took full advantage of the NYSC SAED program and is today a SAED trainer and a wealth creator. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss a thing. It's a power-packed episode. We will be right back. On the news today, General Ibrahim eulogized over his contributions to national development at book presentation. Eminent scholars from different walks of life today poured encomiums on the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, for his uncommon leadership style at different levels of his career and contributions to national development. This was part of the activities during the presentation of a book published by the Department of History and War Studies, Nigeria Defense Academy, Kaduna, in honor of the Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, which held at the NYSC National Directorate in Abuja. The 447-page book, which was divided into 25 chapters with 4 parts titled War, Society, and Leadership in Nigeria, Essays in honor of Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, was reviewed by the President of the Historical Society of Nigeria, Professor Ope, who stated that the actual conduct of warfare, the management of victory, and the process of building and rebuilding and developing societies are ultimately linked to the qualities and capacities of leadership. Welcome back. Our first story is on Lukhom Nendi Solomon, an ex-corps member from Plateau State who served in 82 Division Medical Service Hospital in Enugu State in 2019. He identified the need for a library within the hospital and mobilized support to create one. After his service year, he was retained by the hospital and he has since embraced Enugu as his home. Let's meet Lukhom.
My name is Dr. Lukhom Nendi Solomon. I am from Plateau State. I was posted here to Enugu State for the National Youth Service Corps, and I was opportuned to be posted to 82 Division Military Hospital. I served in 2019 as part of the Batch B Stream 2 set. And being part of 82 Division Military Hospital, I was opportuned to come in contact with a lot of military personnel that are working both in the Northeast and also around here in Enugu. One of the peculiar things I found out while working with them was a lot of them were coming with some symptoms of depression and post-traumatic stress disorder from the whole experience and working as a military personnel. And key to that, I wanted to do something that would benefit this environment, both the hospital and also the barrack community where the hospital is located. And I thought of putting up something that would put a mark in this environment. So I decided to put up a project called the Reading soldier to help build up a reading habit among the military personnel, and also help them go through these processes of mental stress that is happening within the military environment. And as you can see, this project was set up in the public health department of the hospital, which is easier for me to be able to get space for this project. And I was able to set up a library that comprised of all genre of books, and also provides space for reading for soldiers to come in and their families to benefit from the books available. The books range from different classes of different genre of knowledge, different aspects of education, to help them read and build up that spirit of reading, and also help them go through this period of stress that comes along with the job. And the hospital commander was benevolent enough to give me a space to set up the library, and from scratch I had to build up the library, put doors and windows, paint the place, put the fan, put up a shelf, and also get books. We had books, both new and second-hand books, and we also had people donate books to the library. We went as far as also providing chairs and tables for people to be able to come in and sit and also have a time to study. This project, being under the public health department, is also buttressing their point and also helping them relate with the military environment properly, and also give them room for expansion and personal development. I am glad working here because this place has given me home, has given me an environment that is conducive for both my personal growth and development, and also to help give back to the immediate community where I served. After my service year, due to this notable project and also my commitment to my work, I was also retained as a doctor in 82 Division Hospital, and I'm currently a staff employed by the 82 Division Hospital.
Hello viewers, I'm Dr. Nwokolo Amarachi. I'm a medical officer working with 82 Division Hospital. This library was recently put in place for us to have a means to come and read and also explore and get to know other things in our various career. Before, when we started here, we didn't have a place where, or some materials where we can also research to also get more knowledge on what we do, and also to take care of our patients. So as you can see, some of the books here helps us to revise or get to remember some other things in the management of our patients. For instance, this book is now on high blood pressure causes treatments, and it also helps. So after our day's work, we usually come to this place to do some reading.
I want to also thank the NYSC for giving me the opportunity to come to 82 Div and serve, and giving me all the necessary support needed to serve as a corper and also be able to deliver this project and finish up in good time. Thank you.
That was a great story. Well done, Lockhome. Are you feeling hungry? Come with me. We move on to the entrepreneurial story of Solomon and Nneka, who met during their service year back in 2010. Together, they run a booming restaurant in Nasarawa State. somewhere around the Maraba axis. They have called it the Benway Kitchen. Does it ring a bell? Yes, that popular Benway Kitchen is being run by ex-corps member Moses and Nneka. And they met during their service here. And together, they attract patrons from far and wide. Let's meet them.
Hello viewers at home, my name is Solomon Moses from Benue State. NYSC brought me to Nasarawa State as far back as 2010. And while in camp, I met my lovely, sweet wife while in camp. And after the service here, we're able to put on the restaurant called Benway Kitchen Restaurant. And since then, we have been doing well. You can come in. Once again, my name is Solomon Moses. I'm from Benue State, Guma local government. Service year brought me to Nasarawa State as far back as 2010. And I also met my wife in camp, my lovely wife. I usually call her Sweetie, and since then it has been wonderful. And after the service here, we decided to put on this restaurant.
I graduated from the University of Abia State University. I studied education physics, and I was posted to Nasarawa State to serve. After the camp, I moved to NCCF house, trying to get a place, a PPA. That was where we met as friends, and I think trying to get PPA and do you know of any place and all those stuff got us hooked together. Like, I've been accepted, this is where I'm working and all those things. So it made the relationship stronger, and before you know it, there was a proposal, and that was it.
I saw her in NCCF house one fateful morning. She did not even make up. But I just knew that she is the wife. She is my wife. And so I approached her that very day. She said no, but I persist, especially when she knew that I'm from Benue.
Although initially it was like a tug of war, so to say, because I'm the first daughter of my place from Abia State going down to Benue State, Onyawusa. So there was this thing, but after everything, it was settled and the union came to be.
And after the service here, we decided to put on this restaurant, and it has been wonderful. We didn't wait for government job. We decided to do what is needful. And thereafter, we also opened a school, nursery, primary, secondary school. And the school is doing very well. As you can see, the restaurant is doing very well. You can see that she's Igbo, I'm a Tiv person, but NYC has brought us together.
I want to say a big thank you to NYSC, because if I'd worked my service, or if the union, if I'd not come to this part, or if I've still been where I used to be, I would have still been with the old people. But at least coming down to this part has made me see my love, see my person, and see my friend. So that makes the whole relationship stronger and better. So I want to say a big thank you to NYSC for this opportunity, because they gave this platform.
I just want to advise the core members that anywhere you find yourself, it's a land of promise. It's a land that is flowing with milk and honey. All you need to do is to look downward and believe your spirit that you can make it anywhere you are. You can see that in Nasarawa State we are making a whole lot. God has blessed us so much. And so while in NYC, anywhere you're posted to, don't just wait for government job. Just know that there is so much in that land for you to harvest. So just trust God and look inward. Look at what you can achieve in that land. And I want to thank the NYSC for such a scheme in helping us to build family together. And God has blessed us with two lovely kids, David and Tehila. Nigeria serves, Nigeria we
serve. That story is really inspiring. It goes beyond the entrepreneurial journey. Solomon from Benue State and Nneka from Anambra State are today a married couple and business owners in their state of deployment, Nasarawa State. The true spirit of national integration. Let us move on to Vincent Kelvin Zuberu, an ex-corps member from Delta State who served in Niger State. He embraced the NYSC Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program on garment making. Today, he is an established fashion designer in Niger State and a SAED trainer. Come with us.
My name is Vincent Elvis Suberu from Delta State, from Ika South Local Government, Abo precisely. I studied accountancy, and by God's grace, I'm a fashion designer. By God's grace, creative director of Vincent Fashion Enterprise, located at Abibi Mall beside Ahmadu Bello Ashiro Road, Mina. NYSC brought me to Niger State. When I was posted to Niger State to serve, precisely right from the bike orientation camp, it wasn't that encouraging, being the first time coming to the north from the southern part of Nigeria, but I have to give it a try. I did my service, but I discovered one thing about this region, this northern part, precisely Mina. They are very much welcoming, the people I related with, and they were very friendly. But because of that and the activities that are going on in Niger State, and as regards to skill acquisition in Niger State, I decided to stay back and establish my business, which is Vincent Fashion Empire. I've been to train a lot of corps members, even during my service year and after my service year, and still counting, and even ex-corps members and citizens of this same state when it comes to fashion design, because I still have that same platform with NYSC, on which I run sensitization programs with the corps members, encouraging them the need and importance of acquiring a skill despite you having your degrees. Acquiring a skill as a corps member or as a youth in this country, Nigeria, is a bad advice I would give to anybody that comes across me, even if you are still schooling, undergraduate or ex-corps member. It's never too late. I'm giving a great kudos to the Director General, the Brigadier General Ibrahim, and to the former State Coordinator, Mrs. Teresa Arukoyo, and the present State Coordinator, Mrs. Ajayi, for the great privilege that he has given to all Niger State corps members, for their platform that they've created, for the opportunities that they've created for the corps members, despite their geographical locations, because it's one of the aims to be achieved by the NYSC, ensuring that all corps members that comes to this Niger State will never go back unskilled. And they've created a lot of platforms to ensure that they acquire skills of their own choice to make them have a better living, even during service and also after the service year.
He is self-employed. He is a wealth creator. There are many more like Vincent who proactively took advantage of the SAED program. a platform provided by the National Youth Service Corps and strengthened by its Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, to empower corps members for life after the service year. We return to Enugu State, where we meet Clement Godson, an ex-corps member who, with the support of his host community, constructed an ICT center in Community Secondary School, Isioroto Ikem, in Isiuzo, local government area of Enugu State. Come with us.
I came to Enugu State for service, to serve my fatherland. That's what brought me to Enugu State. Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve. I got down to my place of primary assignment, which is Isioroto Community Secondary School in Isuzu local government, Enugu State. At first, when I got here, the gospel truth is that I wasn't happy coming to serve in a rural area. I was crying. That's the normal norm for every corps member coming down to this place. But as time goes on, I started finding it a place to stay. The point when the school came back from vacation, I was happy to report to my primary assignment place. I started observing the place, from teaching the children, and I started finding out things they actually need. I happened to take computer studies. I teach from SS3 to the SS1 class. So when I found out that the students actually have a very low understanding about computer, most times if I ask some of them what is monitor, as in point at the picture, they end up telling me the monitor is a television. So with that alone, it inspired me that I have to drop, even if it is one computer here. I applied, which I applied to the through my LI to the state coordinator, and it was approved. Then I started the project. As God may have it, I came to achieve this with the help of every other person.
We cannot talk about computer in community secondary school Isioroto without mentioning Clement. Clement was the only person that let the students know about computer, especially the practical aspect of it. He was the person that started everything about computer studies in community secondary school Isioroto. It had a lot of impact, and it's still having a lot of impact on the students. We took our first WAEC examination 2018, and we had about 7 students that had computer studies registered in the WAEC. And that is because of the effort of Clement Godson Nabugo.
As a copper, he wrote to the council within his service time that he would like to engage in a community development service, which is normal, which is part of the NYSC program. So as a chairman of the council that supports those that have vision, that believe in service, there's no other thing I can do than I had his letter, looked at it, looked at the program he has, the project he wants to do, that he wants to build a computer lab at a community secondary school. He came in Isioroto. I said, wonderful. So that's wonderful. So I welcome it, and the council welcome it. They are there, and we helped him. So that's why we were able to. I saw Clement as somebody that we go for because he has passion. He's a humble guy. He's determined person. I wonder where he will be now because it has been up to 3 years. So I hope that if such a person should be encouraged, if he continue the ways he did at our local government where he served?
I feel very much happy right from the point I went through the ABC of CDAs. When I saw the list of projects and I came down here, embraced this very well. And God being so kind, I made it successful, or through him, God made it very successful. And I'm very much happy, and I would also like to say thank you to NYSC for this special opportunity.
The people of Isiuzo local government area, through the NYSC scheme, are now exposed to modern technology that would up their skill to compete favorably in contemporary times. And this is how far we can go on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. Thank you for investing your time with us. We would love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screen right now, and we would write back. Remember, the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Okwogu. Stay safe. The management of the National Youth Service Corps wishes to inform the general public that any person who, not being a person serving in the Service Corps or duly authorized so to do, wears the uniform or any part of the uniform of the Service Corps, is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine or to imprisonment for a term of 6 months, or to both such fine and imprisonment. Thank you.